Hi everyone and welcome back to some more Project Cars 3 here on this channel. Now in today's episode we're going to jump straight into another set of races, and this is Japanese routes. Now we're still currently using the Civic, but hopefully at some point in this episode we get to buy another car, because I like to keep on testing new vehicles and it's still early on my experience on this game as well. So let's get straight into the first event. Right, so first up we've got a hot lap. So let's get straight into this. I don't know this circuit, so it's just a case of trying to get the grips of it. So here we go. Let's see if we can achieve this. And it's all about, not just about getting a decent time, but obviously obtaining the objectives as well. Now this game has been really criticised for its massive shift to what a Project Cars game looked like, and I totally see that. I totally agree with it. My first experience, I can definitely see that. But on the handling model, it's not too bad. It's a lot better than I was expecting, if I was honest. As we just, oh god, the Civic's not the greatest on handling around those sort of corners. That's not too bad. Just trying to keep an eye on that track map for the turns. Oh, slid around that one. I'm not sure whether we're going to be able to achieve this first time, but I will try my best. But yeah, I've had a lot of messages about, oh, you know, it's not a proper racing sim. I can see why people are very upset, and I don't understand why they made that massive change. But like any game, until you've played it for a long period of time, you've experienced all the different aspects, and still, oh bloody hell, that was close. I've still got to experience loads of different, obviously, cars and stuff like that. I'm not going to make a massive, you know, review of what I think on it just yet. But yeah, it is a massive surprise. But I'm be honest, I'm actually enjoying it. I'm finding it very fun, but it is still very early on. So anyway, let's just get straight into today's episode. And we're not doing too bad. Just trying to take it easy. This is probably my favourite camera view so far. I mean, the Civic hasn't got the greatest cockpit, so I wasn't going to stick to that camera view, but I will try and mix it up. I don't know, I didn't really check out all the events we've got in this section, but hopefully we've got some good ones. And also I will bump it up to a higher level if it really isn't challenging us. I mean, I think we can only go up one more, I think, to legendary, and I will do that in today's episode. So that's not too bad around that turn, and we're getting the perfect corners, which is, and there we go. I wasn't even looking for the finish line there. So did we get the time? I think we might have. Yes, we did. So that was all very positive, and that is the first event out the way. And it's always good to try and do these events first time. And now we move on. Hopefully the next one's going to be a race, and it gives us the opportunity to maybe purchase another car, but it hasn't given us that option just yet, but I'm pretty sure it's going to come very, very soon. So let's get straight into the next one. Right, next up is a race. And again, it's another circuit that I'm... Oh, actually, I do know this circuit. Oh, this is a really tough one as well. This should be interesting, so let's get straight into this. So here we go. Right, so I've upped the difficulty, so I'll just quickly show you that I've put it on a legendary now. I have done this circuit before. It was on the previous Project Cars 2 game, so this one should be interesting. And now we're on the hardest level, and I think it will get harder as we go through and get into faster cars, and the objectives are a lot tougher. But let's see how much quicker they're going to be now we've put it on legendary. So let's see if we can get a good start. A rolling start, and this is 3 laps. So let's see if we can get a good start. And is it going to start us right on the bend? It's always tricky on this circuit when there's a lot of cars, and we're going to have to try and force our way through, and off we go. And if I didn't already tell you in this episode, I'm using a Thrustmaster T300 with a GT racing rim. Outside, that is not too bad. They seem to hug that inside line, and we've managed to make quite a few places there. Right, let's just try and avoid too many contact. Oh, look, they're having a bit of a ruck there. I've got it on the high. Oh, flipping out on the curb. Yeah, I've got it on high on the aggressiveness of their driving style. And let's just try and find a way through. And just trying to squeeze through. No, it wasn't going to get through there. And that is lap 1 out the way. So that was a pretty quick lap. We're sitting in P6. And now we know the circuits. These corners are quite tough again. Oh, flipping out. I've got onto the flipping gravel here. Oh, this car just seems to lose traction around that section. So that's where you feel like this car doesn't really have the grip, especially on these tyres, and suspension isn't, you know, set up how it should be. But let's see if we can just catch up again. We need to make up a few places. We want to complete this event if we can. Trying to go on the outside. Oh, getting blocked off there. Not getting through. Let's try to squeeze through the middle. Oh, this is going to get very tough going into that final lap if I can't get through. Yeah, oh, flipping out. Got bumped there. They're quite aggressive when you try to overtake them. And I'm getting pushed out here. Let's just try and hold this line. And again, going on the outside. And that is the route to take. And we are into first place. But it's not over just yet. Let's just try and make sure that we don't make any mistakes. And oh, he's going to try and go up the inside here. He's right on the inside. Just trying to hold him off as we come around that tricky bend there. And we've just managed to hold that nicely. And there we go. We get perfect corners as well. And that is another event completed. But yeah, they're very aggressive on the legendary level. They were pushing me around a bit, and oh, we didn't get all 3 objectives, which is a bit annoying, but you can always come back to it. I don't think you need to complete all 3 to move on. So let's get into the next race, and will it give us a chance to... I think we have built up some credits, so hopefully we might be able to buy another car. I don't know whether it's worth to wait until we go into the next set of events, but yeah, I'm definitely enjoying some of these circuits they're throwing at us. I mean, I'm not sure whether these cars are suited for these circuits, but it's all good fun. And when they throw in the weather conditions as well, it makes things even tougher. So anyway, let's get into the next one and see what one we've got. So here we go. Right, so now we've got a race around Sportsland Sugo, a circuit I know really well, especially from the ride games. And it's in the wet, so we're going to go in this camera view, and you can see how hard it's raining. Now this is going to be very tough. It's a very tight circuit, so I'm going to have to try and make up as many places as I can, because I'm sitting in 12th position and it's only 2 laps. So let's see if we can manage to try and find a way through. Oh, this is really tight. Oh, bit of contact there. Just trying to squeeze through. Managed to take a couple of places up the inside onto the curb. Probably not the best way to go through, but yeah, we managed to take a few places. And I'm just going to take some chances. Oh, a bit of contact there onto the curb, and this is always a difficult section. A lot of crashes I used to have through there, especially on the ride games, because when you hit that curb in that chicane, oh, it was a nightmare. Now these corners are pretty tough as well, and then we're going to get onto a long straight. And let's see if we can try and go down the inside. We're going to have to be careful on the braking. It's raining, and this car's not the best in the wet, as we saw in a previous race in the wet. Brakes on, and oh, flipping out, lost the rear. That wasn't the greatest, and yeah, I'm expecting to lose a place there. If we can just hold the inside, maybe not. And no, he's managed to get through. So, and it looks like our car is breaking away here, so we need to try and catch up. So let's just try and hold that position, and hopefully it's not the one with the chicane at the end. No, I think it isn't. So it's that really tough long turn, and we've got a downhill straight coming up and right into that really difficult right hand turn at the start of the lap. So let's see if we can take a couple of places here. So you go up the hill, down the hill, and this corner can be tough if you don't brake at the right. Oh, flipping out, almost lost the steering there. That wasn't the greatest. Oh, just trying to hold that car off on the outside, and more contact as I'm trying to squeeze through. And this car in front is really starting to pull away. We want to try and catch up. So we're up to second, but are we going to be able to win it? I'm trying to chuck this car into the corners, and this is going to be a lot harder. I mean, we've got stability control on, but I will be turning off some of these assists very, very soon. Still, like I said, early on in the walkthrough, just trying to get used to the handling of the game. But yeah, it feels pretty decent on the steering wheel, and I still haven't adjusted my wheel settings, force feedback, etc. And when I do, I will share all those details with you, because it's always good to show what I'm using. And yeah, right, let's see if we can just brake a little bit better into this corner. It isn't too bad. That felt better than the last lap, and I don't think we're gonna win this one. I think he's just managing to hold that, and we're not in a car that's any quicker, so we're managing to get the corners, perfect corners. Not sure whether we're going to get all of them, so we try and hold it on that final bend. And yes, it looks like we're going to take second place in this one. That is a shame, but I did my best. I mean, coming from the position I was started in these conditions over 2 laps, it was always going to be tough to win it. And yeah, there you go, become second. But we managed to complete 2 of the objectives at least, and we move on to the next one. So I think we're into the championship now, and the championship is consisted of 2 rounds. And looking how the last couple of races have gone, I think this is going to be tough to win. So let's see what races they throw at us. I think we're going to get some bad weather as well. It's just going to happen. So I'll just save the replay on that one, so I can see make a thumbnail for this episode and see what the photo mode's like as well. That's something I haven't checked out as well. Anyway, let's get into the championship and see what races we've got. Right, so first up is Alton Park Fosters. Yes, a circuit I know very well. Really looking forward to this one. Let's get straight into it. Right, so here we go with the first race of this championship. It's at night around Alton Park, which I know very well. I've even done a track day around this circuit, so I've got no excuses not to put in a decent performance around here. We're just going to have to try and fight our way through. Again, it's only 2 laps and I'm starting in 14th, so, and this is a tight circuit, so flipping out straight to the back of that car. Sorry, trying to find a way through. Anything will do. Oh my god, this is tough, and we know this is going to be really tricky through here. Again, making contact, which I don't really want to do, but you've got no choice. 2 laps is not enough to make up that amount of places, and so far we've managed to just get through the field, and let's try and squeeze up the inside. Oh, look at that, 3rd place, cannot complain. There was a bit of bumping here and there, but we're through. Right, let's see if we can do better than we did in the previous race and win this one. But we know that you always get 1 car. Since we put it on the legendary level, that seems to get away, so let's not make the same mistake. Right, into this corner. This can always be a tricky one. Just try and hug the apex there, and oh, that was nicely done, and we are flying. Right, it looks like we might be able to overtake him here if we can get alongside him into this next corner. And what a first lap that was, but it always makes a difference. Oh bloody hell, we weren't the quickest into that turn. When you know the circuit, again picking up speed. Is he going to squeeze me out here? I think he might do. Let's just try and hold. Oh, lost the rear almost there. And again, flipping heck, not so good on the braking. Don't forget that it's not the greatest car for these sort of circuits. Sticking a road car on a GP circuit is always going to be very tough. And just trying to find a way through. This car is being extremely defensive, and we're going to try and force him out here in the inside. Hold it, just grab the apex there, and now we're going to have to be good on the last corner to make sure that we can finish off in 1st place and get maximum points in the first championship race. And there we go, that is nicely done. to the finish line, and that is successful. So we take maximum points there, and I enjoyed that. Again, I'd like a few more laps, and yeah, so you can really push the car, but I'll take it. Right, let's move on to the next one in this championship, and hopefully it'll be another circuit like that. Another GP circuit. I didn't even check it. I could have checked at the beginning, but I thought, no, let's not check it. Let's just jump straight into it and see what we have to race around. Right. Let's just grab loads of XP and let's move on to the next one. So, here we go. Well, what do you know, my local circuit, Brands Hatch. I'm not going to complain about this one being in this championship. So again, it's in the wet. I knew we'd get some wet weather in this championship, and I'm going to have to try and make my way to the front in 3 laps from 14th. So let's try and get a good start. And this is going to be tricky if we don't start well. So, and there's one thing I've noticed, guys, my car keeps changing colour. You might have seen that in a couple of races. My car is green and now it's red. No idea why that is. Let's slow it into this turn. Just try and hold that corner. Oh god, it's so difficult to try and get your way through on these turns. Just trying to take the best line possible. And we've managed to grab a couple of places. We don't want the leaders to get away, so that is nicely done through there. Oh, loads of water on the circuit here. And just be careful coming around this corner. And that's nicely done. Managed to maintain a decent pace around that turn, and we've got momentum here. Oh, just got stopped off there. That's gone on the outside, and we're going to have to be really good on the brakes as we go down Paddock Hill Bend, which is an absolute nightmare. And bloody hell, don't go off the circuit. And we managed to hold that nicely, and we're up to P3, so we've got 2 more laps to go. Let's see if we can win this one again. And it's only 2 rounds, so we can't afford. Oh, flipping out, just went a little bit wider there. Luckily it didn't lose control. I can't remember which car came second in the last race, so we've got to be aware that if we don't at least get second, could tie for points. Let's just try and hold it. It's not too bad as we come towards the end of lap 2. 1 more lap to go, and we've got the leader in sight. Can we win this? We're gonna have to push it now. Take this line from here a little bit quicker. Look at the sun glare of the water. It's not too bad. I don't think the rain effects are as good as some other games. I think they do need to tweak. The night settings in this game aren't that great either. That's one thing. So the graphical side of the game, I wouldn't say it's improved that much. I just think we need to get onto the PS5, if I'm honest, and just hope that some of the games that come out on that are going to just blow these ones out of the water. Right, final bend. Can we actually win this? Oh, flipping out. We lost traction there, but we might be able to get a good drive. Oh, this is going to be close. Can we get him in the inside? Oh my god, are we going to win it? Oh, to the line. This is going to be close. And do we take it? Oh, I don't think we did. Oh, that was close. And, oh, no, second. I'm not sure whether that guy was the one that came second in the last race. Oh, I think it was. So that means we tie for points. But I think it said that I won the championship there, so it's given me the win anyway. Well, that's lucky. Yeah, I think these championships hopefully will there'll be more rounds. Yes, we level points. There you go. So we were lucky there, but I'll take it. And that is another championship out the way, and now hopefully, fingers crossed, we get to buy another car, because I don't want to do too many videos in the same car. We've got to have some variety in these episodes. Right, let's see if we get a chance to buy another vehicle. But first up, let's quickly save that replay so I can have another look at that, because that was really close at the end there. Right, so next up is Road E Specials. So that's giving us the opportunity to buy a 4-wheel drive car. So yes, we get to buy another car. So let's see what is on offer. Hopefully there's some really good ones. And let's go to showroom. So we've got the Lancer, Skyline, we've got the Audi, and I think that is a Mercedes. So let's have a look at the stats. I think I am going to go with possibly. I don't want an Evo. I don't want a Scott. I think I may go with either the Mercedes or the Audi. I think I'm going to go with the Audi. Yeah, let's go with the Audi. I think all round the stats look pretty good, and that's what we're going to be using in the next episode. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, leave your comments. I know everyone has an opinion on this game, and I will give my opinions in every episode as we go through this career. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you very, very soon.